the 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 9. This is the all-new 3-row, all-electric SUV building upon the Kia EV9. And this is cool, we expected this, but to be honest, what I'm personally waiting for, it's the Genesis GV90, an ICE model. Now that would be epic, but regardless, that's a topic for another day. Let's focus on this IONIQ 9 and let's first start out with some of the highlights here. So Hyundai says that this SUV will have a fully flat floor. It's going to come with relaxation seats, swiveling seats, and a slidable universal island 2.0 console to enhance the passenger experience. We'll be touching more on that later, but we have here a 110.3 kilowatt hour battery pack with a projected range of 620 kilometers or about 385 miles of range, which is truly great. And this SUV can charge from 10 to 80% in 24 minutes when using a fast charger. And that's a pretty good time. And these IONIQ 9 full EVs, they will be on sale in Korea and in the United States in the first half of 2025. And for Europe and other markets, this SUV is coming out, but it's going to end up being after the second half of 2025. Now let's get into some of the details regarding this vehicle. The IONIQ 9's flat floor is going to be able to accommodate 6 or 7 occupants, and we can also get relaxation seats in the first and the second rows, which can fully recline and offer a leg rest for optimal comfort. The IONIQ 9's relaxation seats feature Hyundai's first dynamic body care system, which includes dynamic touch massage function, which utilizes pressure and vibration to stimulate blood flow and circulation, reducing fatigue on long drives. With the second row, we have swiveling seats, allowing the second and the third row occupants to face each other when the vehicle is stationary. And we do have that universal island 2.0 console, which is slidable, and Hyundai claims it provides impressive levels of storage and delivers a walk-through front row seating arrangement, enhancing the accessibility and the convenience. The bi-directional armrest can be opened from the front and the rear to allow easy access to the console from the second row. This console can provide 5.6 liters of storage in the upper tray and 12.6 liters of storage in the lower sliding tray. And typical with an EV, we have sustainable material choices throughout the interior, including eco-processed leather, recycled PET fabric, wool fabric, some bio skin fabrics, and the vehicle also uses paint made from recycled tire waste. Now that's pretty cool, and that's something I've never seen before. Now regarding the infotainment and the technology, we do have the curved display housing the digital gauge cluster and the infotainment, but I love the fact that we have separate climate control underneath. And Excalibur, one of my subscribers, he told me that when Hyundai ran some surveys, they said that the customers wanted separate and physical buttons and switches for the HVAC. So moving forward, apparently Hyundai is going to be implementing physical buttons and switches. That is going to be great to see if that's true. But regardless though, even here with this electric EV, they didn't try to shove all of the climate into the touchscreen, which I really appreciate. And we have a very minimalistic design. We have slim air vents, we have some ambient interior lighting. So overall, a very clean space indeed. And regarding the exterior, leave your thoughts below. Do you like the way this SUV looks? I mean, it's basically a big box, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. And there's really nothing wrong with the way this SUV looks. It's not amazing and it's not bad either. And in the front, we have that unibrow design for the daytime running lights, which again, it's not bad. It's got that futuristic vibe for sure. But get this, the IONIQ 9 has a drag coefficient of 0.259. That is crazy. However, there is an asterisk. You can only get that very low drag coefficient when you get the digital side mirrors. So obviously not everybody is going to want that, but I'm just saying for this massive box to achieve such a low drag coefficient is very impressive. Regarding some of the aero tech, we have a new dual motion active air flap, and we also have a 3D shaped underbody cover, aerodynamic wheels, and hidden antennas. The IONIQ 9 does have the longest wheelbase of any Hyundai vehicle. It's about 123.2 inches, and this of course helps with stability and offers us plenty of space on the inside. Regarding some of the headlight tech, we have here the parametric pixel lamps with small cube projection headlights and an intelligent front lighting system to improve vision and driving safety while preventing glare to oncoming vehicles. Regarding the wheels, the base models are going to come with 19 inches, then we have 20s and 21s to choose from as well. We have 16 exterior colors to choose from, and regarding the interior colorways, we have the obsidian black and 6 unique two-tone options as well. Now, regarding some of the engineering, we have an optimized gear ratio for hill climbing and the application of a 2-stage inverter for improved efficiency. But we also have other NVH improvements as well, like improved acoustic laminated glass, triple sealing in all areas, and the application of a reinforced plate in the A-pillar area to help eliminate NVH inside of the cabin. I mean, it really sounds like Hyundai is trying harder than most luxury brands to help reduce NVH with this product, so very impressive. And the body structure is designed for optimal crash energy distribution. Most Hyundai Kia products, they do end up being rather safe in a crash test, so that's believable. And the IONIQ 9 is the first Hyundai model to feature aluminum fenders and quarter panels. This helps to reduce weight and it enhances the vehicle's efficiency as well. Now, another interesting touch is this SUV introduces a new closure system with a rolling type pin lift door hinge, ensuring a better fit and finish, and a newly developed electric hood latch for access to the front trunk, which not only improves the design, but also enhances product quality. Now, as one would expect, there's going to be different trim levels and battery options as well, and certain models are obviously going to be more efficient than others. So at the beginning of this video, when I said that this vehicle could have a range of 385 miles, well, that applies to long-range rear-wheel drive model with 19-inch wheels. This model, equipped with the lithium-ion 110.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, can achieve the 385 miles. That is your most efficient model. And as mentioned before, when using a 350 kilowatt charger, this vehicle can charge from 10 to 80% in just 24 minutes. Now, the long-range rear-wheel drive model is powered by a 160 kilowatt rear motor, but the long-range all-wheel drive features an additional 70 kilowatt front motor, while the performance all-wheel drive model has 160 kilowatt motor, both in the front and in the rear. The performance model can do 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds. The long range all-wheel drive can do it in 6.7, and the long range rear-wheel drive will take 9.4 seconds to reach 60. This vehicle is going to come with over-the-air software updates, and we have 100-watt high-output USB-C ports for the passengers in the first, the second, and in the third rows. And unlike traditional USB ports, which rely on the 12-volt battery, the IONIQ 9 sources power directly from the high-voltage battery for uninterrupted use. This IONIQ 9 is also capable of vehicle-to-load capability, or V2L. The V2L outlet in the cargo area allows users to power and charge electrical devices and appliances via the standard power outlet using the EV's battery. Regarding the size of the screens, we have a 12-inch digital gauge cluster mated together with that 12-inch infotainment screen that I mentioned before. The standard in-car audio system includes an 8-speaker unit, but you can get a 14-speaker Bose audio as an option. Now, going back to the safety, pretty much all of the safety tech features come as standard, at least all of the useful ones like the blind spot monitoring, but we also have blind spot collision avoidance assist and the blind spot view monitor as well, apparently all as standard, along with the rear cross traffic alert, high beam assist, parking distance warning, the forward collision avoidance assist, etc. These vehicles have 10 airbags and a reinforced body structure that ensures maximum battery safety by effectively distributing the collision energy and maintaining structural integrity, even in severe incidents. Now, regarding some of the driving dynamics, this SUV has a chassis domain control unit that enhances the driving performance with features like the dynamic torque vectoring for improved handling, and we also have lateral wind stability control for high-speed stability, similar to what Mercedes-Benz has to offer with their crosswind technology. And the IONIQ 9 is also equipped with the terrain traction control system for rough roads and an auto terrain mode that uses AI to recognize the road surface and select the optimal driving mode. The suspension has been designed specifically to suit the application of an all-electric SUV. We have a McPherson multi-link setup in the front and a multi-link system in the rear. It includes self-leveling suspension dampers for added comfort and a hydro bushing to reduce driving vibration. Regarding towing, these SUVs have a max towing capacity of 5,000 pounds, and this SUV can automatically detect the trailer's weight and adjust the predicted range accordingly. And if you want the digital side mirrors, that's only available in select markets. I'm not sure if the United States is going to get the digital side mirrors, but regardless, it's when you go with the digital mirrors, that's when this vehicle has the best coefficient of drag. I'm sure most of us would rather just get the regular mirrors, of course. We already talked about how this vehicle has a lot of great engineering to help it reduce the NVH, but something else to note is the sound absorbing tires to minimize the tire resonance. And we have reinforcements to the vehicle structure to add rigidity and to reduce low frequency booming noises generated when driving on rough roads. Finally, the vehicle also features an active noise control ANC system to once again further reduce the road noise. Now we also have some specs laid out here, and for the most part they haven't introduced all of the trim levels yet, but we do know that there's going to be a top of the line calligraphy model. We already know about the 3 different drivetrain models that we can get. We have the long range rear wheel drive with the best range, we have the long range all wheel drive, and we have the performance model at the top. Regardless of which model you go with, Hyundai claims that they are targeting 300 plus miles with all trims. The IONIQ 9 is expected to qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, and these SUVs, they come standard with the NACS, the NACS port, with access to 17,000 plus Tesla supercharger stations. And here on this fact sheet, apparently they are saying that the vehicle will have a 0.27 coefficient of drag. I'm assuming that's with the regular mirrors, so that's useful to know. Regardless, that's everything you need to know regarding this SUV. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.